The following program contains material which some viewers may find objectionable. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh, don't give it to Burn. Don't give it. Oh, just hoof it, man. Hoof the twat. Fuck's sake, man.
There we go, the iconic intro of Roy, which gave us the name for the show. This is the first ever edition of Hoof the Twat, which is a new show with the great man himself. I'm DXK, and alongside me, the great man, the man from Bragatown, the hero from De Niro, the dude oh so rude, the killer from Manila. His name is Roy Caviani. How are you doing today, my friend?
Not bad, mate, and I'm loving not watching any football until the European Cup starts again. No more hoofing the ball. I'm watching long stuff, blood pressure, smoking extra tabs, and getting a hangover the next day over bullshit. And then watching Man City cooking everything up at the end. Yeah, I'm glad the season's over.
Yeah, you didn't want Europe anyway, right?
No, I did. I wanted the Conference League because it'll be easy. You'll not use the first team until maybe the quarter-final or around the 16 or something, because kids can go through the group stages and that, which Villa did and all the clubs did. And once they play those strong teams, and yeah, so we missed out on that one as well. Thanks, Man City and Pep.
Well, we've got to take some of the blame, but we are looking back at a certain season here, well, a couple of seasons. We're wearing these shirts, not just by coincidence. We didn't not get the memo not to dress in the same shirt. What are we wearing these for, Roy? What's the whole reason behind it?
So what it is, we're gonna talk about different shirts and different seasons that we had them on, and incidents and famous players and memories of basically of those shirts that we're wearing in each episode. So we picked the best one to start with, especially that we saw the new shirts out on Friday, and then we're starting with the classic Adidas.
Yeah. 1995 to 97, 2 seasons, 2 very memorable second place finishes. Great start. I want to quiz you a little bit on that period of time, because of course this is such an iconic shirt, and we know that we had some iconic players wear the shirt, but some of these you might not recognize. There's a few people here, not all players, but I'm wondering if you can get this. And I'm hoping the chat might be able to get these. Obviously we'll be going live for future shows, but we'll leave it a little bit, and don't give all your answers straight away, Roy, just to give the chat a bit of a chance to have a go. Right, here we go. We're going to go with the first one. Who could that be? Any ideas?
I was trying to get the name now. No, well, it's not Gillespie. Doesn't look like Gillespie. Who's that? Nope.
I'll give you a clue. He's a young player we signed from Preston, and he was he actually went out. He got some ammonia thrown in his eye in a nightclub, believe it or not.
Huh?
And, lost some of his vision, and he ended up being sold to Birmingham City. He was in England under 21, and his surname is kind of a country.
Huh? Oh. Yeah.
You're not too sure. Okay. We'll that is a player named Chris Holland. What about this fella with all the Alamy next to him? I wonder if we can make this a little bit.
Bloody hell, man. I know him.
You know this guy. This is one of my favorite players. I never stop banging on about him.
I know. Alzheimer's, mate. I can't remember.
Bit of pressure on Roy here to get this right. He was the something in the box.
Fox in the box.
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name, man?
Oh, do you want to know? Shall I tell you?
Yeah.
Rule Fox.
Oh, there you go.
What about this little? This little beauty here. Who's this?
I know the twat in the middle is.
Yeah, that looks like an older version of you.
Campbell's on my left, which is on the right side. He was ill, isn't he?
Yeah, unfortunately.
The one on my right is what's wrong with my memory, man? The one on my right is Hatem Trabulsi. He used to play for City. He's a fullback.
Oh, really? Is that him? Wow.
Yeah, it's from Tunisia. Yeah, he's actually in Qatar as well now. That's the same shirt I've got on now.
Oh, is it actually? But it fits you. It was a lot more snug back then, wasn't it? If we look now,
the shirt's
you've lost quite a bit of weight.
Yeah, it was the fat bastard wearing it. That was what?
So you look 10 years younger
now. What, I look younger now?
Yeah.
Would I? Oh, that was...
I think so.
Wait, let me think. That's either 2012 or 2013 when I was in Dubai. So it must have been then. Yeah, so what's happened with Campbell? Was he sick?
Yeah, he was. Well, I don't know. They said he was hospitalized and it was serious, but I didn't hear any more. And the same for what was his name? The guy Alan Hansen, apparently as well. All the ex-pros again.
From match of the day.
Yeah, it was quite a sad moment. But Campbell, so you've met some cool people though. Campbell is another one that's.
He was really nice as well.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
Trabulsi I've met a few times.
Yeah,
he's good.
Trabulsi.
My memory works.
Yesterday's news. No, but that's cool though. And so we've got that picture of you, obviously. You've got to get this, surely, these people.
The one with the red jacket, and never heard of him.
Yeah, don't know that it's that Silver Fox.
Yeah. That's Les and Gillespie. On the right.
Oh, not Gillespie.
Not Gillespie. Wait.
He's a local boy, one of the locals.
Rob Lee.
No, one of the boys who came through the youth team. He was along with Steve Watson, Lee Clark, those guys.
No clue. Who's our left back then? It's
not Beresford, the other one.
I know.
And there was a goalkeeper who had the same name that we signed.
I hadn't picked on me bloody thing, man, when we had the team.
He went to Bolton and then he came back. No.
Yeah. No, first name.
I'm not picking you for my pub quiz team. That's
yeah.
Funny.
No.
His first name Robbie.
Robbie Elliott. There you go.
Robbie Elliott. Yeah, you got it.
He was on my team. He had is that in your shirt?
I've got Ferdinand.
Oh, you got Ferdinand on.
So
no, I've got nothing on mine.
Well, my Mount Rushmore of players, Les Ferdinand's always on there. He's pretty much the first name on there, always ahead of Shearer.
Don't pick me for a quiz. I'm old as I look now with this beard.
We've got a couple more here. If I can ever figure out how to put that on the side of the screen, but that's on the screen, I'll do it. But here's another one. I'm not sure you get this one. This is a very obscure one.
That's like, hey, man.
He was a young striker. He actually became like an amazing non-league striker. He scored bucket loads of goals in non-league football.
No idea. How many games has he played in? 1 or 2 or something like
that? Never played for Newcastle's first team. Oh no, he came on, I think, in a cup game, in a League Cup game once.
Mate, I can't remember Robbie Elliott. Do you think I'm going to remember him?
Yeah.
No chance.
Paul Brayson, that was his name. He's a young kid. You'll get these two.
It's Keegan and Terry Mack. There you go.
Terry Mack, yeah. And you'll get these two as well.
Yeah, Anton Deck. Was that that's when Keegan left? What was it? I remember that occasion. No. That first one was to somebody's testimonial, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that was Peter Beardsley's testimonial.
Yeah, and then the second one, Anton Deck. It must have been the same. Must have been the same day.
Yeah, I mean that's a nice picture, isn't it? To see those two in the shirts. How about this one? So this is
the second one.
Oh, the second one. This one here. I'm not sure where that was.
Yeah.
That was at some sort of random game.
Well, that was when did they have the hit?
Oh, let's get ready to rumble.
Rumble, yeah. Was that 97 or 8 or something? Well, they had the 96 kit, 95 and 96 kit.
Yeah.
So,
it must have been around that time. I think you're probably right.
Yeah. if Wallace sees my memory, I'm not getting any of that soon.
No, you'll be good. So, okay, there's one more. I thought there were a couple more, but there's one more here. This is not a footballer, but you might know of this chap and his band.
Oh, wait, that's 17 going under.
Yeah,
Sam Fender.
that's it. You got it.
Yeah. I was
Not
actually
bad.
listening to that on Friday, yeah.
So that's like, I've got a couple more for you here that are a bit different. I actually found these. These are old things that I used to collect as a kid. So you might recognize this chap.
Hey. That's that looks like that's not Gillespie, is it?
He's got a centre parting.
Ah. All mine are gone.
He's a right back. One of Keegan's
Right
sons.
back.
Yeah, right back. Yeah.
Who's the right back then?
But he was actually Britain's most expensive defender for a while when we signed him.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was it like what, 3 million or something?
4 million pounds, and he was played for England. He got a few caps for England. One of the games was abandoned. He was playing against Ireland, I think, and then there was like all this craziness in the crowd, and they got abandoned after 12 minutes.
I need the mighty win here.
He was signed the same summer as Ginola and Ferdinand. His lot.
Yeah, so it's 95.
96. Yeah, 95 summer.
Keegan. I won't remember. First name.
Warren. It's going to give it
Oh,
away.
yeah, it's Barton, yeah. Barton.
Chris will kill you. He loves Warren Barton.
Yeah.
And then here's one more for you. You'll redeem yourself with this one.
Why has he got a goatee? Is that goalkeeper?
No.
That's not goalkeeper.
He's a left winger. Ooh la la.
That's not. Nah, that's not Ginola.
That's Ginola, yeah.
That's not him, man. He had long hair. Well, okay, they probably couldn't put it on the toy.
Yeah, his hair wasn't that long with us, though, was it? And then I've got one more, which you will get, but this was from the same season, but actually when he played for Blackburn.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, the great man. So there you go. There's a few of those old chestnuts.
I've got something. There you go. It's a coaster.
Oh wow, that's cool. Is that like
it's paper? So you get a box of those. Yeah. So you get a box of those. Yeah, it's official one. So you get a box of, I think, 20 of those, and then you're supposed to dispose of them, but I keep them because you can't get them anymore.
And why was it such a special time? Those couple of seasons with this shirt. Like what made it so? Like they called it the Entertainers. Why was it called? Why were we called the Entertainers back then? What were your memories of that time?
The football was just attack and a bit naive at some point because remember when we were 11, 12 points ahead of Man U, and then we had slip up in some games, and then we're not changing the way we play and the 4-3s and stuff. And while Man U were catching up, so we'll go in one game and win 4-0, and the next game draw, and then win again 3-0, and the next game draw. Man U is just going 1-0, 2-1, 1-0, 2-1, going. Sundays 8 points, 7 points, and then we played them. When we played them, was it March or April? And they beat us. Well, Schmeichel beat us.
Yeah,
and then
Cantona's volley.
Yeah, and then that's it from there. And then we got to the last 2 or 3 games, and it was gone. Still hurts now, but
yeah, it's a bit of a heartbreaker, isn't it? A bit of a gut churner.
But then you think, we'll get them next season, and
yeah, I remember like thinking, oh well, every season eventually we'll win it. This is just one time, but then it never happened. The team went backwards quite quickly after Keegan left because Dalglish sold everyone. Well, apart from Shearer.
Yeah, because we got Shearer, Andy Cole left, and then we got Shearer, and then you'd think
we got Ferdinand before Cole left. Ferdinand left, and then
we had Les Ferdinand and Shearer.
Yeah, sorry, Cole left, and then Ferdinand came in, didn't he?
And then
Shearer. Then Asprey came in before Shearer.
Yeah,
we had
Shearer
an embarrassment
came after the Euros, didn't he? Shearer came after the Euros.
after you.
Yeah. It was a training. It was a training camp. When was it? Was it in Australia or Hong Kong or something?
It was Hong Kong, I think. Yeah, it was. Shearer was alongside. There's a picture of him with Huckabee. I think it was Huckabee,
Malaysia,
Shearer,
was it
and Ferdinand maybe. And
Yeah.
there's a great picture, and that was when the first picture of him sort of with the Newcastle squad, which is really cool. It was great times, wasn't it, to be a Newcastle fan? I mean, how exciting! We've been linked with David Seaman. We've been linked with Neil Ruddock because he was friends with Shearer, and all these players.
Well, those days, I didn't know much because if you're going to get any news, it used to come on teletext.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You remember that? And there was no Twitter. There was no all that stuff. So if you get any news, it used to be through
no ITKs,
newspapers. Yeah, no ITKs. So nobody knew anything. And then suddenly, oh, there's a player with a shirt. It was much better then, much better. But apparently afterwards, we found out that we were linked with Zidane.
Yeah, that's right. We were linked with
And
some
then
big players.
And somebody else, I'm trying to think, who was it?
Didn't someone say he wasn't quite good enough? Oh, he's not quite good enough.
Yeah, I think Keegan was against signing him. And he's
One of
not
his
for
few
the place of the
mistakes.
Premier League or something. So he went, where did he go? He went to Juventus.
Yeah. And then he went to Real Madrid and became this god, basically.
Yeah.
Smashed
so
the world transfer record.
Yep. Was it 80 at 60 million or something?
I think it was something like 47, 48 million, which at the time was ridiculous because the next highest was about 30 million. So he absolutely destroyed it.
Yeah. Was it 99 or 2000? Something like that. They won the Champions League.
2000.
What? When did they win the Champions League? When did he do that volley?
That was about 2002, I think.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Because he retired in 06, didn't he, after the World Cup final?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. 2002. Then they had Beckham and Ronaldo, Beckham, Roberto Carlos, Zidane, Vigo, and they didn't win with that team.
And wait, they had Raul as well.
Yeah, and Owen. They bought Owen, and they couldn't win.
Can't all be winners, can they? Yeah, no. And they got Van Nistelrooy, I think, after that when Owen left. Anyway, they had a ridiculous squad,
and yeah, it wasn't good enough to win it. And
but
Porto ended up winning that season, 2003. No, 2004.
That was when Mourinho won it, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mourinho won it with them before. In 3, it was. Oh, my memory's gone, man. Milan won it in 3 against Juventus in the final. So 4 was Porto, 5 was Liverpool. That stupid, lucky bastard.
Oh, the 3-3 when Milan gave it away. But well played to Liverpool. Sort of inspired.
It was a good comeback. It was a good comeback.
Yeah, it was fair play to them.
I mean, I remember it was 3-0, and then I went to the car wash because I thought, Milan's going to win it. I went to the car wash and washed the car really quick. Took about half an hour or something, and then when I got back, it was in the middle of the first extra time. I thought, what the hell's happening here? And that's it. They won it.
And then the penalty shootout went to that was 10 meters off his line.
Yeah, Milan, that game should have won it easy.
They missed a load of chances. And Shevchenko missed some absolute sitters. But yeah, great day for the Liverpool fans. Was it their fifth Champions League, 5th European Cup? Something like that, wasn't it? 5. Maybe they're 4th. Maybe they've won 5 now. But it was a good, amazing comeback. One of the best. And then Man U, of course, won it in. They previously won it in '99 with a comeback right at the end. Solskjaer and Sheringham. Yeah,
they won it one more time. I think on penalties.
That'd be us one day,
Chelsea. Yeah, we'll be there. Well, Adidas is back, so
Conference League.
Sorry.
But I was going to show you the table from the
next season. Yeah, table from that season.
95-96. So people talk about the goals we conceded, right? So they say we conceded loads. But if you actually look at it, it was the lack of goals we scored that probably were actually surprising for the entertainers, but probably what cost us a little bit. Man U scored 7 more goals than us, but we only conceded 2 more than them.
2 more, yeah.
We're 4 points behind in the end. We're way ahead of Liverpool, who had a very good goal difference. And then I didn't realise Villa came fourth that season. That's pretty good for them. Everton sixth.
Yep.
So some surprises in the table that season. But yeah, with us, if you look, it was like those 8 defeats, 7 of them were away from home, and the 6 draws, 5 of them were away from home. At home, we had 17 wins, 1 draw, and 1 defeat. So it was our away form that cost us. We only won 7 games away from home all season, which that killed us really. If we could have won a couple more, we win the league. But,
see, that's what it was with the defense. If we were tight and instead of opening up and trying to play the Keegan football away from home, we could have had a few more points and won it. But
if we had a Schmeichel in goal, do you reckon we would have? If you swapped the keeper Schmeichel and Sane, we would have won about 10 points, wouldn't we?
We would have won. I mean, that game, that 1-0, that we should have won. We should have won.
Yeah.
Because the following season, I don't think our team was much better than this one.
And now that you've come to mention this, because I know what you're going to say, Roy, I'm going to quickly, while you're saying this, you say what you're going to say, but I'm going to share something while you're doing it because I think it's probably the right thing. So go ahead.
So the following season, we played fairly good in that game, and we thrashed them 5-0. But that 1-0 we lost, and there you go. First goal.
Darren Peacock.
And I'm surprised. I'm surprised the referee allowed it in because usually 50-50 balls.
But it was over the line. You see, he slipped. If he hadn't slipped, he would have got it.
It was, yeah. Yeah, it was, yeah.
Because I remember they did a magnifying glass, and this was a brilliant goal. This is Ginola, wasn't it? His only league goal that season. Look at that. He killed Gary Neville. And that is one of the best.
Number 14.
That never gets mentioned, does it? It never gets mentioned in like the.
Yeah, if that was someone like Ryan Giggs or someone like that, it would be like, oh, look at that. Or like the Bergkamp goal against us.
This is great from Shearer here. Just killed Dennis Irwin. He was such a great defender. Brilliant ball.
Yeah.
And I love Schmeichel's reaction. He thinks it's coming out, but no, it's.
Yeah.
I mean,
look at him.
That front two was one of the best we've ever had. Shearer again. He said he'd actually ruined his groin at this point, but he just kept playing.
Has he?
Yeah, Beardsley, Bash, Ferdinand, and then Shearer gets his goal. Just such a threat, weren't we? I mean, with all those attackers, and actually that's 96-97, and we scored. I think we scored over 100 goals in all competitions that season. So we were even better.
And there's forward. The best one.
This was brilliant.
And there's Barton. There you go. And there's Robert. Robert, what the fuck? It's Albert, not Robert. I'm telling you, my memory's gone, man. Albert. What a ball. I still have no idea what was he thinking there.
Beautiful, wasn't it? Beautiful strike.
For a defender. For a defender, that is just.
And of course, we put out a
Fabian Schär of 29 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, to have such a delicate touch as well for a big he was 6'4", big guy, bit of a belly on him perhaps, but he was able to just control it, put it in, and I was lovely. And Schmeichel just didn't even move, just looked over his shoulder. Can't do anything about that.
All we needed was one of those goals a year before.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. The year before we battered their goal. And we couldn't get a goal, could we? Schmeichel saving everything. We hit the bar. It was unbelievable.
It was one of those Schmeichel and luck. And then the thing is, after 10 minutes, you think, we'll still come and win this. And then after 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, oh, shit. And then Mr. Kung Fu Cantona.
What a kick.
Scored.
What a killer it was.
Which is, it's been the case since. Anyway, big games, we don't win.
Yeah.
When we need to win that big one decisive game, we don't do it.
Yeah, it's been the case for a while, hasn't it? We've
upwards or downwards. Like even want to stay up games, we don't win. Want to qualify to something, and we don't win. I mean, even last year, we had the Leicester and we had the Brighton game and Chelsea at the end. We still couldn't win them.
Yeah,
that's the one we lost.
This is going to be heartbreaking, but they called it Schmeichel's greatest ever performance on the thing.
Yeah,
it
there's
probably
Ginola with a short hair-ish.
Because if you watch this Asprey,
look,
I mean, we dominated here. Les.
Look at that, man.
I mean, that's a great save, one hand.
I tell you what, he was down with his arm like this.
Arm out, yeah, already. He knew what was coming.
Yeah, look.
He anticipated it.
3 centimeters higher, that would have gone in. Everything would have changed.
This was a great free kick from Albert.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, hits the bar. Any goal. We just needed one goal.
Look at that, man.
Should have done. Should have done a bit better there, really. But God, yeah, it's a tough one to take, even now. Nearly 30 years on. Oh God,
because that needed Isaac. That needed Isaac.
Yeah, bit of stealth.
There he is. Look at that, man.
Ginola, wow. Oh, God.
Look, it's like how.
And you just think if one of these had gone in, I don't think they'd come back in this game because we were battering them.
Is this full highlights or just our chances?
No, this is the actual the full highlights. Yeah.
Yeah, because you barely see them. Look at that, man. Look at that lucky bastard.
But
yeah, that sums it up.
That was our only shot on target, wasn't it, in the whole game? I think.
Look at that.
Took it. He takes the one chance to get Beresford.
And why did he jump? And okay.
Yeah, and then we kept creating chances.
There's another one. Yeah, there's another one. But there you go.
Look
at that, man.
Didn't get the shot away. It was Rob Lee, wasn't it? I mean,
well, we're guilty. We were guilty as well of similar to what we do this season. We're outside the box or in and around the box, and we're not shooting and stuff, and trying to do the smart pass it into the net and stuff.
Yeah,
when was that? Was that around March?
Yeah, I think it was February or March, wasn't it? Because it was like coming towards the latter stages.
The last 6-7 games left. Yeah, but that was the killer because of that one. Take points of them, add the points to us, and that's it. Gone. Even with our rubbish ending to the season as well, and the Liverpool game. And what was our last game? Villa.
That season we played Tottenham last game. Tottenham, and we drew 1-1.
Yeah, Man U had somebody else, and they drew as well, I think. Or did they win?
Man U beat Middlesbrough in the last game. Yeah, so it was. Unfortunately, we would have been out of it anyway.
Did we need to win? And they. No. That's why Keegan went on. Yeah, so we wanted them to win, and then us to win ours, but we didn't win ours anyway. And
I'm going to play.
We cooked it up the one before anyway with Liverpool,
because this is one of the most iconic things from that era. Of course.
Oh yeah. Notts Forest on Thursday, and he objected to that. Now that was fixed up 4 months ago. We were supposed to play Notts Forest. I mean, that sort of stuff. We're bigger than that.
But that's part and parcel of the psychological battle, Kevin.
No, that's when you do that with footballers, like he said about Leeds. And when you do things like that about a man like Stuart Pearce, I've kept really quiet, but I'll tell you something. He went down in my estimation when he said that. We have not resorted to that. But I'll tell you, you can tell him now, if you're watching it, we're still fighting for this title. And he's got to go to Middlesbrough and get something. And I'll tell you, honestly, I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
That's so right. Favorite.
When you watch that back, right, do you think, that's the moment when he'd lost it. Mentally he'd lost the battle.
Because Fergie won that one because Fergie's he's a twat anyway. But and that one, Keegan, you know what? It's like when they have a boxing match and you've got Don King with the 2 boxers and stuff, and one is really good in banter and he doesn't need to say much, and the other guy's like, no, that was Keegan. He lost it completely.
So sad.
It's happened a few times with Mourinho and Arsene Wenger. Mourinho wins that one, and Wenger's gone la, and then Mourinho's just quiet and says the odd thing. Yeah, Keegan lost it there, and then unfortunately we finished second, and then he left a few months. When did he go back? Christmas.
He stayed till about beginning of January the following year, and then of course Kenny Dalglish took the role, didn't he? And a lot of people were quite happy at the time about that. It proved to be a bit of a nightmare for us. He sold quite a few of the big boys. He sold
Les Ferdinand, Ginola.
Even Robbie Elliott, who scored a load of goals for us the previous season. He scored 7 goals from left back and left wing. And he sold, who else did he get rid of? He got rid of Huckabee, Kitson. So he basically got rid of all the strikers. And he signed Ian Rush.
Yep.
How about that?
Expired Ian Rush.
Yeah, it was a very expired Ian Rush. His legs are gone. And we got him in. But there was a lot of joy around Tyneside when he joined. We forget that. It was a huge appointment at the time. If you look at the reception that Kenny got when he came in.
The king has fled. Long live the king. A week after Tyneside wept over Kevin, they opened their arms to welcome Kenny. The news was announced on the stroke of 6 o'clock as the new manager and the board walked into a news conference. It's the second time Dalglish has followed in Kevin Keegan's footsteps, taking over the number 7 shirt at Liverpool and rounding off his first season by scoring the winning goal in the 1978 European Cup final. After Keegan's resignation last week and Dalglish's track record of quitting both Liverpool and Blackburn, is there a danger he won't see out his contract?
I left Liverpool, which was well versed, because I was unable to do the job. But if there's 2 disasters in 14 years service and a little bit silverware on the trophy, after that, if the same happens here, I don't think there'll be too many complaints. Blackburn are left for footballing reasons.
When Keegan departed, there were some fans who feared the club would never find an adequate replacement. But the Newcastle board think they've got just the man.
The Keegan years will go down in history as a tremendous period for the club. I think everybody's got to agree that. And I was privileged to be part of it. And it is always, when a manager goes, it always basically is initially difficult finding someone. But I think at the end of the day, we found someone, and it's the board's unanimous decision that Kenny be appointed. And I'll say we're all delighted that he's agreed to come to Newcastle.
Dalglish has already met some of the players. He'll be reunited with Alan Shearer, whose goals helped him win the Premiership at Blackburn. And he'll be retaining the services of Keegan's assistant Terry McDermott, another member of the Liverpool Old Boys Club. Although with so many upheavals, McDermott may have felt worried.
Well, I don't know. I've never asked him yet. I'm sat alongside here, so I've got a chance, haven't I?
There's no problem. There's no problem there. Absolutely none whatsoever. As I said before, he's someone that I've known for a few years, someone that I can trust, somebody that I can rely on. And there's absolutely no danger whatsoever. Terry Mack will be here.
And McDermott will be in charge tomorrow night when Newcastle face an FA Cup replay against Charlton, though Dalglish will be there to milk the applause of the fanatical St James's Park crowd. Ian Woods, Sky News.
So I've got a question for you, right? Were you excited? Do you remember how you felt when that appointment was made?
Yeah. I thought he won the league with Blackburn and we're going to win the league with us. Man, he's got more tactical awareness than Keegan. I was wrong. Well, we did get to a cup final next year, the year after. So it was the summer of 98. Yeah. We played Arsenal in that one, 2-0. Yeah. Yeah, because 99 was Man. Yeah, that was Arsenal.
We lost 2-0. We lost both cup finals 2-0, didn't we?
Yeah.
One with Dalglish, one with Hiller.
Didn't turn up again. So, disaster. He got rid of Keegan's team. And, well, apparently, have you seen the Bobby Robson documentary? And then I think they were trying to bring him in. But he was still at Barca.
He was director of football. No, he was still at Barca, but he didn't know he was going to be pushed upstairs.
Yeah,
he said he would have gone. He would have probably gone if he'd known they were going to shove him, get rid of him. But he thought he was there for the long haul at Barca, and he's never walked out on a contract, so he decided to stay there and see it through. Yeah. But how different it could have been if he'd come in at that point. That was the perfect time for him. But he came in with a very different squad. I don't imagine he would have got rid of Les Ferdinand, that's for sure.
No. Even Ginola as well. And
yeah,
he made that team much better instead of...
He tried to sign Ginola, didn't he, for Barcelona. He said he bid for him the summer before.
From us or from Spurs?
From Newcastle. He tried to sign him after 1 year at Newcastle. He tried to get him in. So he obviously liked him. But yeah, I want to show you something else. I want to show you that summer we went nuts in the transfer market, or that season, I should say, because we signed a lot and we sold a lot of players that season. So I'm going to show you quickly a list of those, and you want to talk through some of the ones that catch your eye. Let's just quickly, where can I find this?
A lot of the junk he signed.
Yeah, he did sign some absolute garbage. If I can find how you do it.
I'm trying to think who were the good ones. Let's see if we had any good ones in there.
Let's do it this way. Yeah, there were some good ones. If I can find the thing, I can't find it now. But I can give you the list here if you like. So, well, let's take a little pick of that. There's some very random ones, by the way. I'm looking at this now, and what I've noticed is the players that we signed, most of them here were quite cheap signings. There were two that weren't, but most of them were like budget signings, players that you wouldn't really put in your, you wouldn't expect to be. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it was a very strange, obscure list of this. I know what I've done wrong here. If I get rid of that, then I can do it. Right, here we go. So now this should work. I'm going to look at these superstar signings from our man.
None of them. I'm trying to think. That year and a half was just shocking.
Oh, here we go, share screen. That's what I want. Right, here we go. So, yeah, here you go. These are the players coming up that we brought in that. There you go. Can I make that bigger? Can you see that? Is that too small?
Yeah, Paddy Kelly from Celtic. Oh, dear. Shea Given's a good one.
Okay. Shea Given's a good one, yeah.
Yeah. Kutspaya, yeah, okay. Thomason, no, not bad.
Well, Thomason would have been a good player, but he just wasn't good because he had to play up front, didn't he? I know Mighty Win doesn't rate him at all, but I think he was a bit unlucky. If he'd had a bit more of a, if he'd had Shearer up front at the start of the season, I think he would have been fine. He played midfield. Pierce was okay out of free, wasn't he?
Yeah, how old was he then? No, Pierce must have been
35.
Yeah,
but he still had a bit in his time.
Pistone.
Disappointing.
Penis new. John Barnes okay. Ian Rush expired.
Pain.
Carlos Gonzalez. Oh my God. Ralph.
And there's a name coming up that's very familiar here.
Paul Dalglish.
Paul Dalglish, yeah, his son.
Yeah. How much? Well, that's corruption right there. But there you go. Davies, that's okay. Here we go. That's alright.
Yeah. So that's how many signings is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So in one season we signed about 19 players, which is doing a Nottingham Forest really. And
if you look at the whole list, if you look at that whole list with quality that stayed on for 4 or 5 years at least, you've only got Shea Given, and
Gary Speed.
Yeah, that's it really.
And Nikos Dabizas. That's it really, isn't it? Those three.
Dabizas, yeah.
But look at who we sold. You want a list of players? And this doesn't include Huckabee, and it doesn't include who became a good player, and Kitson, who was a useful backup striker. So it doesn't include those. And it also doesn't include Des Hamilton, who we signed, by the way. It was a shocker. So, yeah. I mean, Lee Clark obviously went to Sunderland.
Have you noticed that Penis came and left, and Ian Rush?
Yeah, in the space of less than 12 months.
How much did we buy him for? Because it says he has gone for 150. So how much did we buy him?
We signed him for 100, I think. So we made 50 grand profit quite quickly. Where is he? There he is, free. It says we got him on a free.
Oh, yeah, good business, huh?
Good business. Ian Rush went to Wrexham. Shows what level he was at.
Beardsley left.
Yeah. Aspria. Look at all the strikers in the list. Beardsley, Ferdinand, Aspria.
I mean, Ginola, 2 million, which is about multiply that by, I would say 6. So that's 18 in today's money.
12.
That's still not.
12 is 2.
Oh, 12. That's still not a lot of money.
Peanuts.
Yeah.
Apparently, the summer before there was talk that we had a bid of 12 million. This is what Ginola said. He said there was a 12 million bid from Barcelona for him the summer before. And then we've ended up selling him for 2 million to Tottenham, and Les obviously for 6 million. So we've helped Tottenham out a bit. Yeah, it just it was like incredible that he dismantled such a great squad in the space of one or two transfer. Were there transfer windows back then? Anyway, 1 or 2 transfer deals. A few transfer deals.
Yeah, he had January to 97, summer of 98, and then no, he had the January 97, summer of 97, and then January 98. That's where he had.
Yeah.
Shocking.
And then we ended up being a mid-table team, but what saved his job was we got to the FA Cup final, of course. And we all know what happened there, unfortunately.
Asprilla is one of the... I was gutted with that one. Well, basically, he was my Maxi of that time.
Oh, okay.
Which is like frustrating, kind of.
Yeah, he was similar to... We've had a few players like that, haven't we? Obafemi Martins, Ben Arthur.
Yeah.
We've had a few that they've got all the talent in the world, but they don't quite live up to it.
Yeah. Kluivert towards the end as well.
Oh, that was sad. We got him probably a year too late, Kluivert.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Or 5. Imagine him 5 years before.
Yeah, but do you know what? Actually, he was a player I always dreamed we would sign. He was one player. And then we got him, and I couldn't believe it. I was, oh my God, I can't believe we got Kluivert. He's only 28, and then he just was... He started off quite well, and then he just faded really quickly.
And we had, at some point, we had him, Shearer, and Owen.
And Bellamy.
And Bellamy behind.
Shearer and Bellamy.
And even Shorter is in that list.
And Shorter, yeah. I remember Kluivert saying we've got the best 4 strikers in the league, he said, or something.
Yeah. So
as a union. It didn't work. Shearer was getting on a bit, and obviously Kluivert was not the player he had been. And Bellamy left, so it was a bit of a disaster. But
yeah. Lucky enough for Dalglish, we still had some quality in that team, and Shearer was there and stuff. And with his injuries,
we were in a relegation fight, weren't we? And then Shearer came back, and he
fixed it a bit,
struggled a bit.
Didn't you have the ankle injury against beginning pre-season?
Chelsea in pre-season.
Was it Everton? Was it Everton or Chelsea?
No, you're right, Everton, but they played at Stamford Bridge, didn't they? Is that right? Or was it the other way? Chelsea, Everton. I think it was Everton. Yeah, I think you're right.
I can't remember. I think it was a team in blue, and it was it's exactly And then the following season was the same. No. The following season. Wait. No. Okay. No. It was 99 when Bobby Robson came and went the ball.
Yeah, it was 99 when Bobby came in. But yeah, it was. He came back, Shearer, and luckily we managed to stay up. He didn't score many goals. Scored in the FA Cup games, so he didn't score many in the league. He went off the boil quite badly in the league, but he had to play up front with Andreas Andersen, didn't he? So what chance have you got?
It was still good though. So we got to a period between 99 and 2007 that we're in Europe, in and out, Champions League, in and out, and we were in the top half most of the time. Top 7, 6, 4, third once, 3rd and 4th in a row.
Yeah, so I think it was. Didn't we come 4th, 3rd, 5th? Wasn't that it? But that was afterwards. That was after.
I don't know. No, but I think one of them was 14th. I think Dalglish's first season.
13th,
14th, didn't we?
We came 13th, and then I think we came 13th 2 years in a row, and then we came 11th 2 years in a row. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, and Bobby, that's Bobby's first season, and then we went 5th, I think, then 3rd. How many times we finished second?
No, we came 4th, and then 3rd, and then 5th. Yeah, 2nd twice in a row under Keegan.
No, we finished 4th. We finished 4th in the summer of 2004, and Sir Bobby got sacked 4 games into the season.
That was after we came 5th, I think, because we just missed out on the Champions League, didn't we?
No. We played Champions League, and then we finished. We lost in the playoff.
That was the season before, though, because we got to the semi-finals of the UEFA Cup. That
2003. Yeah. Mate, I can't even remember Barton. Do you think I'm going to remember that stuff?
No, but it was 3. When you think about it now, 3 top 5 finishes in a row.
Yeah.
And if we hadn't kind of bottled it in that European game, we would have Champions League twice in a row. So, and even so, we got to the semi-finals of the was it called the Europa League? I think it was called the UEFA Cup at the time. So now we would kill for that, wouldn't we, to have that consistency?
That was Drogba, wasn't it?
Yeah, Drogba.
0-0 at home, and then 2-0. Yeah.
We had all our strikers missing, didn't we? And I think we just shoved Scholler up front on his own. He was the last one standing, and unfortunately, couldn't do it on his own. That's what happens.
Because the following year it was Sport in Lisbon.
That was when Souness was the manager, wasn't it? Yeah, and we won the home leg 1-0. And then Dyer scored a great back heel, and then he went off injured like he always did. We had no one left up front, and they killed us after that because we had Dyer was causing them all kinds of problems.
Yeah, it was good. It was. I think the most gutted person that day was Shearer, because it was basically he knew that was his last chance.
Yeah,
and our right back, the Irish lad.
Stephen Carr,
Stephen Carr, shocking, man.
Another one we got a bit too late, didn't we? He was good under early days at Spurs. He looked a brilliant.
Spurs, yeah.
He got really fat, didn't he? Like I find that really annoying when players get really chubby like that.
He was a fat bastard. It was shit towards the end, and we had the yellow kit that game. I remember it was a Thursday night. It was shocking.
Yeah, it was not a good day for us.
We won the home game, and then we went 1 up. So we're 2-0 up on aggregate. And then they scored 1, then 2. And even with 2-1, we're still going through.
Yeah.
Then the third came in. And then the fourth. That's it. And we still needed 1 goal. So we got 1. No, we didn't. We had to get...
The fourth was Stephen
the
Carr.
Fourth was the killer, yeah.
Because he was trying to come forward and he fell over the ball. It was dreadful, and then but I mean, and we did play in Europe in 96, 97, didn't we? We had a season.
That's when I went.
Well, we played Monaco, didn't we? I think, and we lost to Monaco. But we had Shearer.
It was Alkmaar.
Who was it? Alkmaar.
Is it Alkmaar? That's the team that knocked us out.
The one I'm thinking of is Monaco Newcastle, when I think Henri might have played for.
Yeah.
And we were 0 again. We had all our strikers missing in the first leg, and Asperia got suspended for waving his shirt on the corner flag, and then we had
that's was that 98?
97.
Yeah, 98 we played Barca, so it must have been 97.
So it was it was so disappointing that we were really looking the part, and then unfortunately we just fell apart because we didn't have Shearer, we didn't have Ferdinand, we didn't have Asperia. Beardsley was injured. We ended up putting Rob Lee up front on his own.
Yeah, it's these things still happen every season.
We're cursed.
This season. This season again and again. And
it's unbelievable.
Even when we went down in 99, Martins was missing in loads of games. Owen was out. Even Scholler smashed his face, and then he had to put a mask on for a couple of games. And then you knew when we get to the last game that you need to win or draw at least, and we don't. And then down.
This is the Monaco game, by the way. What a goal that is by Monaco. This is 0-0 the first leg. So now we're coming to this one. That was obviously a mistake by, I don't even know who it was. Oh, it was Beardsley. That's unusual for him to make a mistake like that. Great finish. It deflected. His lot. Oh, I couldn't get near it. So then 1-0 down, we're in trouble. And then I think we gave away another silly goal. Yeah, look, gave away the ball.
Yeah.
Just hammer it forward. Oh, no. Terrible defending.
So that was 97.
Yeah. Who's that? I recognize him. I can't remember what his name was. Oh, wow, that's a good finish. Scrappy goals, though, aren't they, Roy? Don't you think?
Yeah.
That's Henri, isn't it? not him, Benarbia, but there he is, Henry. Thierry Henry used to be a left winger.
That's someone we should have signed.
Yeah, we should have got. I think the one we were always linked with when Kenny Dalglish was the manager was Robert Pires. We're supposed to be getting him, but we never got him. That was a real shame.
Went to Arsenal. And at the time, our caliber, I would say we were more looked at as a bigger club at the time.
Oops, I hadn't added it to the stage. Sorry, I thought you were watching the same thing. Sorry,
yeah,
this is what I was looking at. So
there you go. Okay,
that was the first goal. That was Beardsley, who made the mistake, unfortunately, which is very rare. He got caught in possession, and someone absolutely thumped it, and I don't know.
Yeah, look at that. See? Oh man!
And that Beardsley never.
And it hit the. Oh, look at that!
Look at this second goal. This is scrappy as hell. This is the one I was talking about. Sorry, where Henry had the ball.
Ping pong everywhere.
There's Benarbia who scored. Henry was next to him there. Henry.
Yeah, there he is.
A young Thierry. Oh, that would have been, just imagine that if we had Thierry and Shearer up front. I think we would have won the Premier League. Oops, don't know. But yeah, I remember. I don't remember the game that well, but I just remember.
But it hit the defender, and then it went back, and then he smacked it, and it goes as usual, top left corner. Like the keeper will never save it.
And then a free kick. Did this go directly in? Oh my God, Jesus!
Yeah.
Benarbia, God, he had a game, didn't he? Don't remember him being that good. Wow.
And
so there you go. That was actually a great free kick that one. Can't deny that. But that was a weird season as well because we had those goalkeepers, didn't we? We had those. We had Given and this was the season before. Yeah, that was the season before because we got Given, didn't we, in the summer of '97?
Given was there, yeah.
And we had Hislop, Cernicek, and Given, and Dalglish kept swapping them around that season.
Couldn't pick, yeah. Given used to, how was it, 21 then?
21, yeah.
Yeah.
Young kid.
Yeah. Hislop was good.
Hislop, yeah.
I think it took a couple of years, and then Given was by far was the best one.
Yeah, he was fantastic goalkeeper. But Hislop went to West Ham and did very well, didn't he? So, and Portsmouth, I think he did quite well with. And then we got Cernicek back when he was about 41.
But our defense is shocking as usual, and basically any mistake that happens, we get punished.
Well, the first one was Beardsley, wasn't it? Which is very unusual for him to give the ball away like that. But he dwelt on the ball, and that was that. I'll tell you what, Roy, we're going to move into the next section, which is going to be a little bit about one of your favorite subjects, your favorite people. We might even have a little intro going here. But yeah, so we're going to look at some ITK accounts.
Ooh, here we go.
Yeah. So I want to bring this one up first because this is one of our favorites. This is Mr. Sean Casey. Now, it's from June the 3rd, so don't want to date ourselves, but here we go. Still bubbling away, he says, and this is about Mamardashvili. It's happening. It's happening. He was convinced. A couple of hours later, same date, as you can see, all the talk about Mamardashvili seems like desperation on the Valencia side. Just my opinion. Newcastle will go for James Trafford, so he's changed completely.
He's changed, Well, he makes stuff up. He links to you with like 300 people all season, and then when the right one happens, like I said, and look at me, and I know. Well, what about the other 280 you got wrong? But it's just silly twats, man. Have you got more embarrassing stuff? Well,
I have.
Everyone knows about.
I wanted to elaborate a little bit on that particular link because we've had a development in the last hour or so since we've been recording here that from our mate Fabrizio Romano, and I can't put it on the screen right now. I mean, I could try. Here we go, indeed. But it's to do with the goalkeeping situation. And if you give me 2 seconds, I will get this on the screen if you like. But who would you rather have out of the two keepers, just out of interest? Would you rather have Trafford for 20 million, let's say, or would you rather we go out big guns and we get Mamardashvili for 41 million, as they're claiming?
Well, if we get Mamardashvili, you're going to lose Pope. So, because Pope's not going to want to go sit on the bench and be number 2, and then so was Mamanashvili. So I think money-wise and maybe just to keep the squad happier, get Trafford in.
Well, that might be good news for you then, because Fabrizio Romano is saying, understand Newcastle have agreed personal terms with James Trafford as priority option to become new goalkeeper. New proposal to Burnley expected soon in the region of 15 million with add-ons based on performances. Man City will receive 20% of the fee from Burnley. What do you make of that then? That seems like not a bad deal, 15 million with add-ons.
That's superb. So 15, City gets 3 million, and Burnley will get 13, 12 million. Happy days.
And a few add-ons here and there.
And it helps them fix their finances as well in the Championship.
I mean, we do like to get goalkeepers from Burnley, don't we? We've had Pope, and we've obviously had other players, Chris Wood and Jeff Hendrick. Do you like a Burnley player?
Yeah, Jeff Hendrick was amazing, man, especially his first game. I don't know what happened to his other 7 games, but
he peaked in that first game. Yeah, he was tremendous. So
so
that could be one to look out for. But here we go. Here's another one. So someone said, I've been asked, and I'm not going to put their name up, but it's not Casey. I've been asked not to be specific on this info, so can't give it all out. Obviously, that's very mysterious. No agreement yet for KT, Kieran Trippier. He is interested in one final payday in Saudi due to his age, but for 2 years only. However, family aren't so keen. They're looking at property in the Manchester area at present. Don't know the specifics why this location, and not sure if it means he's away or not. So that's all a bit of nothingness, isn't it? I'm not sure, not to be specific, don't know.
This guy's what? You have to be living with him to know this stuff. So this is not just Asian stuff. He knows what house they're looking for. It reminds you of somebody who said Paqueta is looking for a school for his kids in Newcastle.
I remember that.
It was the first one we had on. So yeah,
that was a bizarre claim.
Yeah, so
how would you know that?
They just make stuff up and they add 1+1. Like it's like journalists as well. So Liverpool get this manager who used to be in Feyenoord or somewhere, and he used to be coaching one of the players. So they link the player with a coach, and the 1+1 is 2, and they just assume the whole thing and fill up half a page of rubbish, and people buy it. And
people just believe it.
Yeah, I mean, but if this happens, it's brilliant.
Yeah, I thought I had one more ITK here. Oh, here we go. So this is Arsenal ITK.
Ooh.
Ramsdale to Newcastle for around 40 million. This will be completed after Euros. Arsenal will look to get a backup keeper. So that was about a week ago. What do you think then? All this goalkeeper talk. We're getting Marvadashvili, we're getting Ramsdale, we're getting Trafford. We're going to have 5 or 6 keepers at the club next season.
That guy, ITK, is not only ITK, who knows nothing. He's thick as pork chop mustard. There's no way Newcastle are going to get another international keeper. So you got England's number 2 and number 3 keepers and playing in your team. Assuming Pope, if Pope wasn't injured, he'll be on that flight to Germany. So is Ramsdale. So it's never going to happen. No way. If that happens, I'll shave my eyebrows with my beard.
Are you guys going to do that? Come on.
No, I'm not touching my eyebrows. I will shave my beard.
You got to get the wax out. People are demanding it.
I'm not getting wax. I'm just going to shave it. Waxing that, it hurts.
And waxing could be very painful, especially on the face, I imagine. So
Arabs do it here. So instead of like trimming your beard on the side, they do it's called they do the string.
String.
Yeah, it's famous in the Middle East and middle in India and Asia and Middle East and Turkey. So they put a string in and they just go like that and they pull the hairs out. I don't know how it works.
Oh God,
sounds for another episode.
Spooky. Is that what you? I think that's what you should do, right? I think that sounds like a better choice.
I'm happy looking like Chewbacca.
Well, I'm going to give you one more. Okay, one more of these. It's not an ITK this time. It's an idiot. So we shouldn't be giving him any airtime. But we all know who it is. I think he's probably a troll, but we'll let him have a moment. How is Anthony Gordon starting for England? That's from Villa Watch, well-known Newcastle hater.
I'm blocked by him. He got battered. After the beginning of this season, we beat them 5-1. I just battered them, and I actually predicted Villa will be in the top 6.
Yeah.
So, but after we beat them 5-1, I thought, oh, look at this. We're gonna go Champions League, second round, quarter final, what it is, and we're gonna finish in the top 3 or something.
Yeah.
So anyway, I battered him, and he blocked me.
I had the same feeling after that 5-1. I was like, oh my god, we've just beaten Villa 5-1. What are we going to do to teams like Burnley and da-da-da? And we did. I mean, we beat teams 8-0 and stuff, but we just lost lots of games as well.
It was the next game against Brighton, down to earth, and then the biggest smack in the face was the one after against Liverpool, and then just one after one, and then you thought, season's gone now here. We'll be lucky to finish at some point. We're going to finish 11 or 12.
Yeah, we did pull it together towards the end, didn't we? A little bit.
Towards the end. Yeah, we had that 10 when we started doing that 10-game run up, and wow, what? How many points we got? 60. Did we get 60?
We got 60 exactly. 60,
yeah, we got 60. Yeah, because I predicted 59. Yeah, Mighty Win predicted 69 when we first did the 10-game thing.
69, good. He's always ever the optimist, isn't he? Mighty Win.
Yeah, it's a couple of games that we cocked up in, and I think we got 1 point more than I thought. So
yeah,
it's not bad. Anyway, the season's gone. Man.
It
might be a blessing in disguise that we're not playing in Europe. Yeah.
I want to show you one last video of one game, because I feel like this game was a real pivotal one. I'm going to show you. Just trying to get it to the point where the actual game starts, so that we've got it here. It was the last game with Kevin Keegan's team. Kenny Dalglish was the manager, but it was the last game before he dismantled the side, and we were in 4th place at the start of play, but we were only 1 point behind Liverpool, and we were level on points with Arsenal, I think, with a slightly worse goal difference, something like that. And we ended up getting the result that actually gave us, would you believe it, gave us 2nd place.
There you go. Yeah, Shiro was fully fit then.
Yeah, he was on fire, and he actually got the golden boot.
There he is. Look at that, man. Look at that.
That was very strange, because Dalglish actually played the front 3. If you remember, at the end of that season, he played a spread just behind Shearer and Ferdinand. It worked amazingly. We went on a 10-game unbeaten run, and the 3 of them were deadly. And he played, and the other thing he did that worked really well, he played Robbie Elliott on the left wing. He dropped Ginola, and Robbie Elliott scored 7 goals in 12 games.
Oh, gorgeous.
Look at this. Took it well.
And the defender, I remember that, the defender almost snapped himself in half trying to get that ball out.
And this was the last Newcastle appearance in a competitive game for Les Ferdinand.
Yeah.
And for Robbie Elliott. Oh, no, he came back. Robbie Elliott had another spell. But for Peter Beardsley, came on at the end.
Yeah, Peter Beardsley. I think that's Peter Beardsley's last ever game for us, isn't it?
Yeah, for us, yeah.
Yeah.
Killer. And Warren Barton did well, though. He set that up. But it was one of those days where everything just went perfectly. The sun was shining.
Yeah, last game of the season syndrome, or we always do well.
Came 2nd that season again, but this was a happy 2nd, wasn't it? The previous season we came 2nd, it was an unhappy 2nd.
Yeah, this 2nd was from behind. Yeah, this 2nd was from behind. The other 2nd was from the top to the 2nd.
And we only got 68 points that season to come 2nd, which was quite a low number, but because so many teams had roughly the same points. Man United won the league with 75 points, which is probably one of the lowest.
Like
but this was Beards's last game.
Yeah.
Came on and.
How old is he then? He must have been
36.
37. Oh.
I think he was 36. Yeah, he went to Bolton. He did all right actually. He had one more good year. But here we go. This was second half. And Robbie Elliott, boom, there you go. And he was sold a couple of months later.
Yeah.
So it was unbelievable, really. We were selling player after player. But it was a good team.
I don't know why he sold them, like some of them. Like maybe he didn't want Ginola because his football was different.
You see Des Hamilton there. He'd signed. Kenny Dalglish's first sign.
Yeah.
I'll turn the volume up a little bit.
And everything was hunky dory there.
Yeah. You thought, God, this is the man to win it for us. There it is, the league table. So you see 75, 68, 68, 68. Look at that.
Our goal difference was actually the best in the league.
Yeah. But I mean, that's got to be one of the tightest second places ever. But yeah, it was a great season.
Was second place behind the champions. The last 10 Premiership games brought 5 wins, 5 draws, and only 4 goals conceded.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
And I think we'll surpass Kenny. We've had enough of him. So yeah, it was just a season of great, really a great season.
A happy ending, yeah. It was a happy ending one.
I think, like you said earlier, we were all expecting Kenny will sort out the defence. We'll keep that brilliant attack. We'll win the league 5 years in a row, but it didn't happen. Got rid of all the attackers. Defence was still pretty bad, and after the following season, and then Andreas Andersen came in, and Ian Rush and players like that. So it all fell apart.
Disaster. Yeah, it was disaster. Yeah. But do you think part of it might be the management saying, "No, we want to fix the books a bit and stuff"?
I think some of it might have been that they were trying, because the PLC came in, didn't it? And they were trying to balance the books. Say, well, if we sold Les, we could get this. If we sell him, we could do that.
Because Asprilla went back to his old club,
Palmer.
and yeah, and I can't remember, was it 5 or 6 million or something? And
I think what we paid about 6,
and
we got it back.
Oh, okay, same money. Okay,
it helped us pay for Andreas Andersen.
Yeah, disaster.
We bought Gary Speed for 5.5 million, but he was a great signing.
Yeah, he stayed 7 years, I think. When did he retire? 2000.
We stayed with us for 6.5. We shouldn't have sold him, actually. Yeah. I remember when it wasn't Bobby Robson who sold him. It was Souness, wasn't it? No, it's Freddie Shepherd. He made the decision. He said, we'll get Nicky Butt and we'll sell Gary Speed. And Robson didn't want to sell Gary Speed. He knew he was still very good. He was 35, but he was still a very good player. So we ended up letting him go, and or Shepherd did. And it was our loss, really. He played really well for Bolton for 3 more years. So
yeah.
And Nicky Butt was hit and miss. But any more thoughts on those 95, 96, and 96, 97 seasons with this iconic shirt, Roy? Tell us a story about your original 95, 96 shirt, because it went AWOL, didn't it?
Well, I've still got it, and it's big because I'm small. I'm smaller now, but I'll tell you what I used to smell like when I was
like. Yeah. First of all, let's see. This is what you looked like back
then. No, man.
That's all right.
So look how tight it was. But I used to be about 95 something. Look at the double chin.
You're a big boy back then. There's no doubt about it. You're a beefcake.
Yeah, it was Zero Sports, takeaways, burgers, KFC, McDonald's. Oh, we've got something called Hardee's here. So I haven't got that in England. Hardee's makes McDonald's look like a healthy meal. A Big Mac, like a healthy meal. Yeah, so in 95, Jean-Paul Gaultier came up with a perfume for men. That was like a revolution. So until then, men used to smell like Old Spice, and it was all sharp, masculine smell. And then Jean-Paul Gaultier comes and he puts lavender, vanilla, some different things, and he makes this formula, and then he goes, boom. So I've got a bottle of this, which was released in, this is a new one. So this is a Jean-Paul Gaultier, which is also the Mighty Wind's favorite cologne, let's call it, aftershave. It's an edit toilet. So there you go. So it's got a shape of a man. Yeah. So there you go. So I recommend it. Yeah. So anyway, in this episode is this. I collect these. So I'm going to do a different one every day and every show, and then I'll explain about each one. So I'm sure everybody smelled this because it's 95 now. So it's 29 years old. They've changed the formula a little bit to modernize it, but it's the same smell. And it does smell a bit outdated now, but I use it for work and things like that. And when I finish it, I'll buy another one. So I haven't stopped using it since. And
yes, I agree with you. I used to put that on about 10 years ago. So
have you had one? I'm sure you've had one.
I've had a couple, yeah, but I haven't had it for a while. They're quite expensive now, aren't they?
No, it's actually cheap. So this is what the 125 ml, which is the 4.2 ounce, is £50, £45. Must be around there. You can get them some. I'll share some websites next time, and for people if they want to buy the cheaper ones. And I'll do the lasses ones as well next time. So I'll do one episode of men, and next time I'll do the female, just for the girls, because I know there'll be some girls watching, and we'll share some of those. But I fully recommend it. And if you're over 30, this is good. Yeah, for people under 30, I don't think it's a bit dated now. So don't go for it if you're under 30.
It's good stuff.
And if you want some Panani, you need to get some Jean-Paul Gaultier. So
that's a good one, Roy.
And it's 95, so it comes with the shirt.
So that's Roy's scent. That's a segment that we'll be featuring every episode of Hook the Twat.
There you go.
Yeah,
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Was there anything else you wanted to add, Roy, about this whole period of time that we're looking at? And obviously in future we'll have live chat, so we'll be chatting to the viewers in real time. But
the music as well, when we used to go watch the football and stuff, and there was like 96, like the Spice Girls and the Prodigy and the rave music. So I don't know how old you were then, but we had something called the rave, and the music was a shit. It was a shocking, and we just like that, and it was crazy. The outfits we used to wear. So we always used to go out with shirts on, long sleeve shirts with jeans, Dr. Martens. It was weird. We had long sideburns. Most of us had long sideburns. A lot of hair gel and spiked up, Ant and Deck. Yeah, so it was a great time. Mobile phones were just out. I think I got my first one in '96, and it was a big, huge Sony Ericsson. So yeah, all these things connect, and then you had the shirt on, and once a week I used to go watch the games in a place called the Gulf Hotel, which changed to Marriott now, and the fans used to get together, and yeah, it was good. The beers were much cheaper. 12, so was that 12? So beers were £2 then in Qatar, and now it's 8.
Really?
£8 in the pub. Yeah, in the pub. Yeah.
God.
Same drink, £2, £8. Same drink.
Interesting.
So you got a pint of Foster's then. It was about 12, and you get a pint of Foster's now, and there's about 37 or something.
And Roy, what was the intro music at St James's Park? Was it still Local Hero 29 years ago, or was there a different tune?
No, I think it was the same one. Yeah, it was always Local Hero anyway.
Well, what year was that song actually brought out by?
Local Hero was I think Local Hero came out with the movie 82, 83.
Oh right, okay.
Going Home. Michael Knopfler did it, and then we adopted it. I can't remember what year it was on. It was definitely there with Bobby Robson. Can't remember. You'll have to get Mighty Win.
Yeah.
Because actually, I've never been to St James's Park before 2004. So that was my first time in St James's. That was local hero then.
What year was that? Did you say 1994?
No, 2004 was my first time I went. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was in Qatar the whole time, back and forth, but
wow.
I never. Because I go in the summer. So even now, if I want to go watch the game, I can't go in the summer because there's no football in the summer. So I'll have to go pick another time and change my holidays to past August or September to catch the Premier, which I'm going to try to do this year. So I'm going to stay here all summer in the heat when it's 50 degrees. Because people run away from here between June and mid-July, August. People go. Nobody stays in the Gulf. 50 degrees. So I'll go to England for a month. Yeah, it gets to 50 sometimes.
Oh my God.
It was 47 a couple of days ago.
I love the sun, but I think 30, 31 max. You know, I'm good. I don't want to get.
You find in the morning if you go out and go to the beach or something, but after 9, half 9, that's it. It's unbearable until about 4. So after 4, you can still go back to the beach because it drops to 30 something, and then until August. No, mid September, October. Then that's when it starts cooling down, and it's nice from then till April. So hopefully this year or last we'll get to see St James's Park for the first time.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, she's actually never been to a football game until I took her to the World Cup, and her first game ever in a football stadium was England-Iran.
Oh,
and she's English and she had Iranian.
You're
shit.
slowly converting her to be a
oh no, she's got a Newcastle shirt. I got a couple.
Oh, sweet.
But she's never been, so I'll take her there.
I was going to finish up. Sorry, keep going, Roy.
Yeah, I'll see if I can. I used to go bar. Mine was in bar 1892.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be impossible to get a seat there. So I'll try to get it anywhere. It doesn't matter. As long as it's not level 7, I'm happy.
You want to be down there. You don't want to be up with the gods. You want to be down there with the icons.
No, because I'm not bothered anyway. But I wanted to experience a bit. So going level 7, the players are that big. She's not gonna have fun. I know it gets windy there. I've been a couple of times. It's windy, and it takes about half an hour to get there.
And also, why is the TV, the monitor at St James's Park so small? It's tiny. You've got that whole background. You could make a big TV there for everyone to see stuff.
That was never there. So
Really
Ashley put that on. It's on Elise's end.
Yeah,
it's only on one end only. I don't know. It just
seems ridiculous.
Yeah, so I don't know why it's there, because the only ones who can see it are the ones in there on that side, or the ones in the opposite Melbourne stand. But
you
people
need
in
to
East
show
stand
the
can't
VAR
see
stuff, don't you? You need a screen to show the VAR and all that business. So it's a bit.
Yeah, well, sometimes sometimes they don't show it if the game is going out of hand and people are getting pissed off and the fans are getting pissed off. They don't do replays and things, so they'll just put the VAR and say it's coming on now. But they don't show the actual incident because sometimes fans start screaming and stuff. They used to put replays before, and you don't get that now because people after a few drinks and they see the tackle and stuff. And then,
I see what you mean. So they're trying to. They don't want the.
Yeah, but that was done with Ashley. It wasn't there before. I think.
Yeah,
when I left in 2011, it wasn't there. So that must have been 15, 16, 17, around when
he just wanted to watch EastEnders if we had an evening game, I guess.
It was well, I consider myself kind of jinxed because we went back to England and then I didn't get a season ticket, and then the year after when we got one, and we gradually Titus Bramble and all that shit started, and then a year and a half later Ashley came, and it was exactly the same as Dalglish. We thought, wow, look, we've got a billionaire now.
Yeah,
we don't need Shepherd and Hall and these people borrowing money and trying to run the club. We've got a billionaire. So we thought Chelsea straight away. We thought, wow, we're the second Chelsea.
Yeah, I remember thinking that.
Yeah, a year and a half we're relegated.
And we signed some rotten players, didn't we? Cassiper and Alan Smith was past it, but anyway, that's
well, Smith came the first
show,
year. Yeah, we'll do that with another kit.
Yeah, we'll get our Ashley kits. So.
We'll go the Dark Ages.
But I was going to say to you, I wanted to do a little quick quiz. I'm going to have to do it kind of like spontaneously because I don't have any specific questions here. But
let's go. Let's go.
You, this is from the 95-96 season. Okay, so which Welsh striker? This is hopefully quite an easy one. Despite being quite young, had to retire during that season with injury. A Newcastle striker.
Was he?
Yeah.
Welsh.
Yeah, one of Keegan's signings. He actually started quite well for the club. And
did he get injured?
Yeah, and then he ended up having to retire at about 28, I think.
What, was he 28?
Something like that. I don't know if he came back. We did. No, he basically retired, yeah. He's a player that was at Millwall. Guy called Malcolm Allen.
Okay.
Have you heard of him?
Brief.
Yeah, he only played 12 games for us. He got 7 goals. Not bad.
Has he? In 12 games?
Yeah.
Did he play? Did he play for Wales?
He must have done, surely. He got 14 caps for Wales, 3 goals.
Okay. Was it a bad injury, like ACL or something?
He was, I'm just checking. He retired having a brief spell with non-league side steerage Borough. Don't know, actually. I have to check it out here because I remember he was really promising. Keegan was like, oh, they'll love this guy. He's a real talent. And then he basically was finished. He started well on Tyneside, scoring 7 goals in 12 games before suffering a serious ankle injury. He made just one more appearance for the Magpies, and after a long struggle to regain fitness, he retired from playing age 28 in December 1995. So there you go. What a loss. Could have been a nice little backup striker.
Well, for 29 years, my memory is still not bad.
Yeah. And then we had... So we sold 3 players, 3 first-team players during the season.
Is that was Keegan, Keegan's one? Or
yeah, and Keegan, 95-96. One of them to Tottenham for 4.2 million. Any ideas? We showed him earlier in the picture, in the shirt. You couldn't name him, though. It's one of my favourites.
I can't remember now. Oh, shit. Your striker, man.
He's a
Fox in the bottom.
Raw Fox. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And we sold a Swiss fullback, right back, to Everton.
What we sold?
Yeah, we bought him the year before, I think, and then we sold him to Everton for about 800 grand, something like that. He was a Swiss player.
6 million.
Yeah,
we sold him to Everton for 6 million.
No, not 6 million. Sorry, 800,000.
Ah,
not 6 million.
Wait, I know what it is.
You'll probably know him. He was.
I know what it is.
Handy little player.
No.
Okay, it's Mark Hottiger or Hottiger.
Yeah.
Who do you think had the most league appearances for us out of the whole squad? 95-96. This is.
Let me see.
It's unusual because he was actually fairly injury prone later in his career, but he only missed 1 game that whole season.
Just 1?
Yeah, just 1 game.
Let me think. It's going to have to be one of the defenders.
No, it's not. I'm not going to give you any more clues, but it's not a defender. It's like one of the big names.
Is he? Oh. So was it Warren Barton?
No. He was also a top goal scorer.
What? Les Ferdinand?
Yeah. Played 37 league games, 25
Did
goals.
He?
Yeah, he only missed 1 league game. That's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Oh, dear.
So he was getting... we were quite lucky because Ginola missed 4, Rob Lee missed 2, Beardsley only missed 3. Yeah. So all our guns were kind of firing. And
I would have thought, honestly, I would have thought a defender would have been.
Oh. Yeah, I would have thought that. Yeah. I'm quite surprised it's less.
I don't even remember who played the most games for us this season.
Well, I do.
Long stuff.
Bruno played 50, didn't he? Missed 1 game.
Did he? Oh,
Yeah, played 50 out of 51. But yeah, so that's a couple of little questions on the season for you.
I would have
Do you
thought
remember?
long
Do you remember who we went out of the FA Cup to? There's another one for you. Went out on penalties in the FA Cup.
Are we? Oh, wait.
In a replay. That was 95-96 as well.
I was. Win was talking about this a couple of days ago.
And we were very lucky in the first.
We shouldn't.
leg.
Yeah.
Not the first leg, the first match before the replay.
It wasn't Coventry, was it?
No, it was a Premier League team. Oh, Coventry were in the Premier League. You're right. No,
Yeah, they were there then.
But it was near them, brother.
It wasn't.
It was live on TV. I think both games were live.
Were they? I'm sure. Don't remember. What day was it though? Because if it was, if it was on a Saturday, I would have been at uni.
Oh, I don't know if it what day. That's a good question. I think it might have been a Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, because my days off used to be Thursdays and Fridays, unless the game is a later kickoff, like 5 p.m.
You won't believe it. It was the same team that knocked us out on penalties in the Carabao Cup this season. Like as
we lost on penalties this season.
Yeah, the same team that we lost on penalties to in the Carabao Cup this season now that we've just had.
How did Trippier miss it? Fucking ass.
Yeah.
Chelsea. That's
it. Yeah, so we had.
That was my memory, man. I can't remember 3 months ago.
That's the last question, but yeah, so that was a 1-1 draw at Stamford Bridge. We got really.
Chelsea were rubbish as well then.
They weren't great, were they? But they all seemed to beat us at Stamford Bridge. But anyway, we drew with them. They kicked 94th minute, I think it was, and Dimitri Karin cleared the ball, but he miskicked it, and he kicked it straight to Les Ferdinand. He went through and scored. So that was a replay. And then in the replay, we battered them really, but we drew 2-2. And it was one of the few games that Darren Huckabee played. I think he played 2 games for us, and that was one of his games because Les went off injured, and Huckabee came on, and he scored. So that was it. He didn't score. Sorry, what am I talking about? He came on and played, and we lost some pens. And I can't remember who missed the pens now. That would be a good question, but I think Albert scored one of them. I think Beardsley might have missed a penalty in the shootout.
I'm trying to think. Did Stuart Pearce play?
No, this was a couple of years before Pearce.
Oh yeah, isn't it? So,
I wonder if I can get to the goal for you.
I'm not going to remember anything about that. Yeah.
But it was a fluky goal. You'll be amazed. But it was just a bad kick from.
It's similar because our goal this year was a fluky one to Wilson.
Yeah,
and he went through somehow and scored. I can't remember how it went, but
they were both fluky. The one that they scored as well was a bit lucky.
But it was
this was it. I'm going to take a chance.
I can't remember the game though.
This will be our last video of the day, but this is just going to be a little cheeky one, and it is this cup. This was the first match that we played against, and we were quite lucky to get this because we were actually, look at the time on it, 92 minutes 50, 1-0 to Chelsea, and then Dimitri Karin with the kick.
Ferdinand, goalkeeper comes to meet, and Ferdinand.
Hey, there you go.
94th minute.
Sudden change from bench.
Not the best kick.
Anyway, look at those jackets.
Wow. And all the standing, everyone's standing, aren't they?
Yeah.
And Hoddle.
It has proved today.
I can't even remember that game. Can't remember that game.
That was basically it. Basically blew the whistle after that. So we got quite lucky to get a replay, but then we lost the replay anyway. Ruud Gullit scored in the replay for them. So, wow. He did everything he could to kill us, didn't he, that guy?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember much. 29 years ago.
Well, you're going to have to...
I bet Win was there.
He would have
been. We'll find out tomorrow. Yeah.
We'll find out. We're going to have to, next time, you're going to have to do your research on the season.
we will have to do... I need the smack to refresh my memory again.
You got some good things. You got some of the players.
I couldn't even remember Chelsea's game this season.
Yeah. It's hard to remember all the seasons. Some of them do blend a little bit, but
they mix. Especially, you know what it is? This season, I mean, because we had 2 years Adidas of that one, and then we had 2 years with the big fat color, and then we had the next one with the NTL, the V-neck one, and then Northern Rock blue one, and then we had the Northern Rock gold one for 2 seasons, and then after that, once we got relegated, it was one home kit a season. That's when my memory was much better, because you start remembering things more. But with the other season, they've got 2 years of each kit, then you start mixing both. So
I like it how you remember seasons in like all years.
I remember the kits, yeah.
Yeah, that's quite good.
Like when you say yellow, I remember Kabay scoring that goal against Man U.
Oh god, yeah, I remember that.
Or the orange one with the stripes.
Or only win at Old Trafford in the Premier League, isn't it? Still.
Yeah, at the time it was 30 years or 33 years, and then we won again, didn't we? Oh, we won this season in the cup.
Oh, in the cup, yeah.
Yeah, we won. Yeah, we haven't won in the league. Yeah, we haven't won in the league, but yeah, hopefully next season. Always next season. And we finished above them for the first time in 40 something years. I don't remember.
Yeah, 1977 or something ridiculous.
It was. They went down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. And we
went, I think it was 75.
We came fifth, didn't we? I think.
Or 77. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a good time. But anyway, that is our first edition of Hoof the Twat. Thank you very much to everyone for tuning in, and we're going to finish with obviously one of the great scenes that everyone loves to see. Until next time, from myself and from Roy, it's been a delight, and we hope to catch you live on the next.
And when you're stuck, you know what to do. You just hoof the twat and just stop trying to pass it, man. Just hoof it.
Exactly.
Oh, don't give it to Burn. Don't give it. Oh, just hoof it, man. Oh. We pass it back to him, and then
hoof the twat. Fuck's sake, man.
Look, I'm old school, and then I played left back, and I played right back, left back, defensive midfield. When I'm I 90% of the time, all I did was smack it as hard as I can to the other half. Hoof it.
That's right.
Danger.
It was a change of pitch that I like. Woof, that's right. I've never heard you speak before.
I don't know what happened, because it was, when we're doing the silly stuff, and then Shah's passing it to Dan Burn, Dan Burn's passing to Shah, Shah's back to the keeper, and I'm like, one of them is going to do a bad pass here. we did one, didn't we? What was the one when Dubravka slipped? Was it Pope or Dubravka who slipped? Somebody slipped.
I'm thinking of do you mean Matt Ritchie? Matt Ritchie's back pass. No, that was just Matt Ritchie.
No. It was. I think it was Dan Burn who passed it back to. I think it was West Ham game. So I can't remember. But Pope slipped, and it went in. Or he slipped, and it. Burnley. Oh no! Maybe
I can't remember. I can't remember.
I think it was this season, not last season. Because anything that can go wrong went wrong this year. So when you're stuck under pressure, just hoof it. Same with Trippier. Trippier against Everton. The defenders come in, and then you can see the strikers going towards our centre back. Just put your full laces in, send it 30-40 meters away, and get out of the danger. Let them get the ball in their own half and start again. It's better than you trying to get out of the danger.
So to everyone who's watching, just remember.
Hoof the twat.
If you get in any trouble, that's all you need to do.
Yes.
Ciao for now.
See you later.